This is a stick and ball easel. It's come in for repair. And someone has put a dowel across the bottom. It's the wrong size. And you can see there's a hole down below the dowel, which means there was something else down there. And that's all missing. Up at the top, you can see there's two balls missing right there. You see the little brass fitting right there? If you go across the opposite, they put in some other kind of brass washer in there to replace it where it's gone. So what I'm going to do is show you how I made the fitting to fit, and how I made the bottom stick and ball system and fittings there to repair it. Found these angled chair leg bottoms. They have a little cup on here. These are 3/4 inch, and that's a 3/4 inch dowel. A 3/4 inch dowel fits in that little cup right there. So there's potentially the part that I need. I removed the part. There you see, I've removed the part. I drilled out the little rivet that held it together. I got myself a couple of 1/2 inch pipes. There's the 1/2 inch pipes right there. There's two of them. One of them, I ground it down on the grinder. I ground the end off, all the threads, and I ground it so that it fits, that this fits right into there. It's tight, fits tight. I can't just slide it on. I'm going to have to pound it on in place. Right in this area you can see where I've ground it out, and I've got kind of the contour of what I'm going to need for the finished fitting. So, and then the other pipe, I ground it with a taper right on the end. And this has a taper ground on the inside, and these two sort of fit together. So I'm going to pound one into the other to make that little reveal. So I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to pound it or force it into place. Okay, I'm going to force it in position with a clamp. Okay, now there we go. As you can see, it's been mashed down in place. So I have this small ball peen hammer. I'm going to put the ball part right here in here, and then I'm going to tap it down in. I'm starting to form a little pocket there. You can see how it's gone down in. I think it, yeah, you can see that. Now I finish it off with the pipe. Now, see, I've made a seat in the bottom. Now what I can do is pull up the bottom where it's punched down You can do that with a dowel. Tap it down. Much better. That's almost finished, that part. So there we go. It's really close to done. Now the next part is to grind the contour. And where I have ground it, where it was marked here, there's going to be a little cove right in there on both sides. That's going to fit around the 7/8 dowel. And what I'm going to do with my grinding wheel, right on that corner, holding it on an angle, I'm going to grind that little profile right in there. And I've got it already leaved underneath, so I just got to keep my eye on it and make sure that I get it right. Can you see how I've started to cut it and I've sort of got that little cove? And well, that's what I got to do, and I just follow the contour which I've ground into the pipe so I can actually see my guidelines kind of roughly. See that? Kind of roughly done. Now I'm going to do the other side. And there, that one's roughed out too. Okay, so there it is, all ready to remove. I got a dowel. The dowel fits through the hole. And then I'll just pound it out with the hammer. There it goes. So there it is. That's the rough fitting. Now I got to do the final touch-up work. First of all, I'm going to flatten that out. Part that was bad there. Put that back down flat where I popped it out. And then I have my moto tool with a 1/2 inch or so grinding wheel on it. And I'm going to finish it off with that. I also have a piece of 7/8 dowel which I'm going to fit it to. So I just take the grinder, grinding on it by eye. I get it to where it looks like it fits, and I can try the dowel and see how it's fitting in there. Oh, it's getting pretty close. You can see that. See how I've got the contour? I've got it so it looks like it's supposed to be right. It fits right in there like that. It's going to make a nice joint. Get a little bit of sandpaper and take the burrs off. And we have the finished product. There it is. So there it is. I've cut a new dowel, a 3/4 inch dowel, and I put it together with the new fittings.